HCAM News is supported by our viewers and by Hopkinton Drug, located in this historic New England town since 1954. They are a multifaceted store dedicated to providing clients with an array of healthcare options.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's edition of HCAM News. I'm HCAM News Director Tom Nappy. On today's edition of HCAM News, we have the latest in Hiller sports, including a look at Hiller senior nights. We caught up with the seniors of the Hiller girls basketball team and a whole lot more. But first, Hopkinton Health Director Shaun McAuliffe recently gave the select board an update on the current COVID situation in town.
As a segue, the DPH reports the following metrics for Hopkinton. The data does not include any home testing results. So the DPH reports that we've had 91 cases during the month of February. We're averaging 6 cases a day. That's an improvement over the last 2 weeks of January, where we were averaging 7 to 8 cases per day. Let's see, our 14-day positivity rates at 10.35. Our 14-day incidence per 100,000 is at 71.9. 40% of the cases that we saw this month, or that we've seen this month, have been in children under the age of 19. So, much of what we've seen over the last couple months is the same. It's just we're seeing less of it. So we know we've got an opportunity in the school age kids. Our metrics are getting better. To be responsive, my public health nurses and I, we did reach out to a variety of different sources this week to try to see or assess whether or not we've had any, residents transported. And what we did learn was that 6 senior residents were reported, were transported to hospital with respiratory distress from Fairview Estates over the last 2 weeks of January. We've spoken to the residents. They required nebulizer treatments or antibody treatments to mitigate the symptoms they were experiencing. And our understanding is that they've either returned back to Fairview or they have been relocated to other facilities. Other than that, we haven't had really any reported hospitalizations or transportation over the last 2 weeks. So we're doing better than January again. On February, or actually on the 7th of this month, the Washington School of Medicine in St. Louis released an analysis of federal health data that people who have had COVID-19 are at a 4% increased risk of developing a cardiovascular complication within the first month to a year after infection. We're bringing this up because, as we move towards this concept of personal responsibility, as we're transitioning out of the pandemic to managing the risk of COVID in the home, we want people that have had COVID to have conversations with their primary care physician. We want parents to have conversations with their pediatricians to discuss whether or not the pediatrician feels that their children might be at risk. Because this is where we're going. We're going to be talking to our physicians. I've got the flu. I'm feeling this and this, and we want to establish those those connections with our physicians, so that, again, as we move out of the pandemic and into this just being another illness that we're managing, we want to have those relationships set in place. As for the ongoing restrictions in the municipal setting, our recommendation to the leadership in EMG is that we remove the restrictions when our cases per 100,000 and percent positivity drop into the CDC's low risk rating. So what does that mean? So for cases per 100,000, that involves our case numerator to be below 10. Right now we're at 71.9. As for our percent positivity, we want that to be below 5, and we're at 10.35. We are moving in the right direction. I'm hopeful and optimistic that we'll be there at or before the 28th. But we know that these metrics that the DPH are providing, they don't include home tests. So they're actually underreporting or underrepresenting what our risk is.
Tom Nappy here. And right now we are joined by the seniors of the Hopkinton Hillers girls varsity basketball team. Ladies, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm great. So why don't we go around and have you all introduce yourselves, just in case there are people out there that don't know who's who. So we'll start on the left.
My name's Lexi Trendle.
I'm Jessie Iannelli.
I'm Carly Hedstrom. I'm Brooke Doherty.
I'm Kiki Fossbender. And I'm Lauren Cho.
Terrific. All right. So how has your season been? And I know you girls have played together for quite a while. It's an experienced group this year. How has your experience been? And I know the last few games, you certainly would have liked to come out on the other side, but you've all been tremendous for the Hiller girls program. How has the season been, and how close is this group? It seems like a pretty close group. We'll start on the left.
We're definitely super close. We've been playing together since 4th or 5th grade maybe, and we've always been on the same team. So I'm really happy that we've been able to spend our senior year together, and all of us stuck with it because it's been well worth the 5 years, 6 years.
Yeah, I think the team is super close this year, which is really exciting, and I'm really glad about. Obviously, last year our entire team was comprised of juniors and seniors. So coming back this year, we were the only varsity returners, our senior class. So there was a lot of new people on the team, and it's been so fun to get to make those relationships with the new girls and really just get so close, and we're all best friends, the best.
Mm-hmm. And I think basketball has been really special. You guys can't laugh when I'm talking. I swear. Sorry. Sorry. Oh my gosh. I've just been really grateful for basketball because I feel like I've been able to make so many friends and connections with everybody through it. These are all my best friends, and I'm just really happy to have basketball.
Yeah, I agree with everyone saying before me, and we are all best friends. And the season did start off a little rough with everyone getting COVID and having to kind of postpone our season, but we've ramped it up, and it's just been uphill from there.
Yeah, I mean, we are super close. Like Lexi was saying, we've been playing together for a while now. And especially since this is a long season, we definitely ups and downs, we've kept close, we kept as a team, which was really beneficial.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we've definitely had our ups and downs, especially at the beginning of the season, but not only the seniors, everyone is just so close on this team, which makes everything games and practices just so much more fun.
And he's not here, so I guess I can ask this. How's it been playing for Coach Greco?
I think it's been really good. He puts a huge emphasis on everyone being a part of the team and everyone making sure that there's no tensions between players. So I think he's a part of the reason that our team is so close, and I'm really grateful that he's been our coach for the last 4 years and put us in that position.
Yeah, I totally agree. I love playing for Coach Greco, and it's so clear how much he cares about the team, and just the amount of time and effort that he puts into this program and into our team specifically is unparalleled. So it's really nice to have a coach that cares that much, and you can tell that he really is in this, not he's in this to be with us and to have the team and to help us go far.
Yeah, I agree with both of them. And I also just think a really big part about his coaching is being honest with us and making sure we know what we need to work on. And I think that's been really beneficial for the team for
if someone's like missing their player on defense or not getting over and help, like he'll definitely let you know. And I think it like adds a lot to the team.
Yeah, I agree with Jesse in the point where he spends a lot of time and effort on it. Like every game, there's a big poster in the locker room waiting for us. And it's kind of just like a game rundown, and it's very like perfect and precise. And so you can just tell how much time and effort he puts into it.
Yeah, and even like the assistant coaches, like Coach Chatton and Coach Pucci, like this is Coach Pucci's first year, and like she like went from playing hoops in college to now coaching. So definitely like a huge transition that like she's taken like to heart, and that she really does care about us as well.
Yeah, I totally agree with what everyone else has said. I love playing for Coach Gecko. You can just see how dedicated he is, like with everything from his practice plans to like the pregame posters that we look at. It's just great.
Absolutely. He certainly does a great job. And he's done a great job with this program since he's been at the helm. So let's go around the table. I want to hear each of your favorite memory from the season. I know I'm kind of throwing you in the fire here, but what's your favorite memory from the season? Go ahead.
For me, I think my favorite memory was when we beat Dedham at home. That was our first game. I feel like we really gelled together, and it just felt really good. They have a player going D1, so we were able to shut her down on defense and really play as a team to get the win, and it was a great team win. So that was really exciting, and after that game, I feel like everyone felt like we could beat anyone.
My favorite memory is probably our New Year's sleepover this year. Every year, it's like a tradition for HHS GBB. The team has a big New Year's sleepover, so we're all together on New Year's and celebrate bringing in the new year. So we did that this year at Lexi's house, and it was super fun just being with the team. And like Kiki and Lexi made a really yummy Rice Krispie dessert. We had an ice cream cake. It was just so fun to spend that time together. And that was in the beginning of our season, because the start of our season was pushed back a little bit because of our little COVID. So it was really nice to get to like create those bonds at the beginning.
I think my favorite memory was winning our Millis game. It was away at Millis, and it was one of my first games of the season because I was injured at the beginning. So I think like it was a really fun game, and I think we did a really good job playing together. Kind of Lexi was talking about, we had a couple games where we struggled to like play as a team and play together, but I think Millis, similar to Dedham, we really clicked and like played as a team, and it like was a really good win.
For me, my favorite memory was when we went out to Chick-fil-A after one of our games. It was just, there were so many laughs and smiles, and we kind of like got the whole place involved in our energy, and everyone was like talking to everyone, and we took a huge group photo with like all the employees and just some random people in the restaurant. And it was just really fun and memorable.
My favorite memory is definitely senior night. Like we all got to play together, and it was kind of like our last home game. So it's like happy, sad. Then we came in, like, you know, we lost by 1 to Ashland. So now like playing them again, like we definitely had a little chip on our shoulder. Like we like definitely like wanted this game so much. And I think we all played together as well.
My favorite memory was also Chick-fil-A, because we just came off like a great win, and then we were able to come together and celebrate at Chick-fil-A with, like Brooke said, like all the employees and everything. And it was just a really fun night.
Well, I have to say my favorite memory was probably the Ashland game, because that was a great game. Kiki Fossbetter, 29 points, unreal.
Yeah.
So hopefully you'll get a playoff spot. I know that with the state ranking system, you have a possibility, but what are some of your goals for these last few games of the season? What are some of the things that you'd like to accomplish?
I think that I just want to see.
We're going to take a quick timeout. You are tuned into HCAM News. A whole lot more ahead. Don't go anywhere. HCAM programming is supported by our viewers, thank you, and by Phipps Insurance Agency, representing companies such as MapFree Insurance. Their family-owned independent agency is deeply rooted in the communities they serve and offer time-tested insurance products to fit individual needs. Since 1950, Phipps Insurance specializes in home, auto, business, condo, and renters insurance. Welcome back to HCAM News. A whole lot of Hiller winter sports action took place this past week as they try to make up all the games before the regular season comes to a close. Here's a look at the latest highlights, including senior night for girls basketball and the Hiller hockey teams. On Wednesday, February 9th, Hiller boys hockey took on Holliston and celebrated senior night. Here's a look at the festivities.
First, number 23, Cal Greenwood. Karen Indiana. Number 20, Captain Michael Berman. Parents, Alyssa Benton. Number 17, Captain Noli Barrett. Parents, Amy and John. Number 14, JJ Bianchi. Parents, Kathy Benton. Number 12, Spencer Horgan, Von Kelly, Brother Rocco. And number 10, Alex Duran, and the Hiller Seniors.
In the first period, the Hillers net a goal. And there's a shot by Wynn into traffic. Sent out in front, there's a shot and a goal! Wyatt Ian Tosca! Wyatt Ian Tosca makes it 1-0, and the Hillers poured it on in the second period. Wynn across to Peterson. Peterson has some speed, look out, closes in, takes the shot, and it's a goal! The junior Isaac Peterson rips it in by Greenwood. Greenwood sends it out, shot to Rocher, and it's a goal! What a beauty! DeRocher set up shop in front of the net, and Greenwood able to send it right to him. And DeRocher makes it 3-0 Hillers with 3:55 left to go in the second period. Berman sends it into the slot. Zolotarev with a shot, and we get another goal! Vasily Zolotarev, the junior. The assist will go to Michael Berman. And Ratza up against Larsh. Berman. Rister, still out in front, and it is going to be popped in by Scardino. Colin Logan couldn't hold on to it, and Scardino able to take it away and pop it in to make it 5-0 Hillers. Hillers take the win 7-0 and improve to 7-7 on the season. Declan DeRocher and Ryan Teitel had 2 goals each in the win. On Saturday, February 12th, Hiller boys hockey lost a heartbreaker in Ashland. After leading 4-0, they gave up 4 goals in the third period and an overtime goal as Ashland took the victory 5-4. On Tuesday, February 15th, Hiller hockey fell 2-1 to Martha's Vineyard in a game that was moved to the Vineyard due to a lack of home ice availability. Hillers are now 7-9 on the season. On Wednesday, February 9th, following the boys' senior night game, girls hockey celebrated senior night prior to their game with Norwood. Here's a look.
School number 18, Captain Christina DeRocher. Jen and Dave DeRocher and her brother David. Give the flowers. High School, we have number 21, Captain Morgan Fraser. Doc Fraser and his sister Courtney. From Dover Sherburne High School, we have number 30, Diana Pena, accompanied by her mother, Claire Pena, and her grandmother, Marcia Pena.
The Hillers fell to Norwood in the game 6-2. Girls hockey fell in a well-fought-out game to Leominster on Monday, February 14th, 5-1. Morgan Fraser had the lone goal for Hopkinton Dover Sherborne Co-op. Hiller Wrestling placed 4th in the Division II West Sectional Championship. There were strong performances by several Hillers, including James Muzzy, Justin Sokol, and Adam DeStasio. On Friday, February 11th, Hiller girls basketball celebrated senior night prior to their game versus Ashland. Here's a look.
Number 22, Captain Kiki Fossbender is joined by her mother Melissa and her father Justin. Number 31, Captain Carly Hedstrom is joined by her mother Shannon and her father Greg and her brother Will. Number 33, Captain Lexi Trendhill is joined by her with her mother Jen, her father Gary, her sisters Cammie and Poppy, and her grandparents Cindy and Marcel.
Hillers trailed 47-42 heading into the fourth quarter, but made a strong comeback.
Oh, off the back iron. Rebound Doherty. Kicks it out to Davies, now up top, Fossbender.
Plenty of time.
Show for three. Yes!
Oh! Huge.
Davies. Fossbender, Ianelli. Back to Fossbender for three. Got it!
Or four, yeah.
Fossbender over to Davies. Back to Fossbender for three. Got it! Wow! Making it rain.
Jump on my back, I'll carry you to the promised land.
Hopkinton takes the win, 57-52 over Ashland, and improves to 6-8 on the season. Kiki Fossbender dropped a team-high 29 points in the win and carried the team to victory. On Sunday, February 13th, Hiller girls basketball fell on the road to a very good Norwood team, 64-40. On Tuesday, February 15th, the Hiller girls fell in a tough one on the road versus Westwood, 50-31. The Hiller girls are now 6-10 on the season. Hiller boys basketball fell to Westwood on February 15th at home, 63-47. Nate Casper had a team-leading 17 points for the Hillers, who are now 11-5 on the season. Congratulations to the Hiller cheer team. They placed third at the Eye of the Tiger competition this past weekend. Congratulations to Bianca Pal. She was voted in as the MIAA Student Athlete of the Month. She participates with the Unified Basketball Team and does very valuable work throughout the community. Congratulations, Bianca, and great job being a great example for student athletes. Hopkinton High School also received the nice banner you see on the screen for their tremendous contribution to the Special Olympic Unified Sports Program. And last but not least, congratulations to Hopkinton High School track legend Tiana Real Wood for being inducted into the MSTCA Athletes Hall of Fame. It's time to take a look at some happenings in town you should know about. Support the Hopkinton High School class of 2022 and earn a chance for a gift card every day for just $10. You could buy tickets now through February 28th. There are a number of seats available on town boards. For more information about Hopkinton Town election papers, you can contact Town Hall or visit hopkintonma.gov. Our picture of the week, Hopkinton Hillers girls basketball celebrated their 6 seniors before defeating Ashland 57-52. Kiki Fossbender netted 29 points in the win. Upcoming town government meetings include on Thursday, February 17th at 7 p.m. We'll have the school committee meeting. To view all upcoming town government meetings, head over to hcam.tv/gov. To view the Hopkinton Town Government meeting schedule, head over to hopkintonma.gov. Believe it or not, we are out of time for this edition of HCAM News, but don't worry, next Thursday at 6:30 p.m., we'll be back with a brand new episode. For everyone at HCAM, I'm HCAM News Director Tom Nappy. As always, we thank you for watching. Take care, be well, and we'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.